Hello, my name is MrSpaml and today I'm here with... and in this video, as you read in the title, me and Brother Boy are going to be discussing, is Unturned on console dead? Did it fail? How's it done? You know, we're a few weeks on now. Is it going to be a success? Are they going to change anything? We got a lot to discuss. And if you're not already subscribed, when you mess up, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button. Check out Pine Hosting if you're interested in getting your own epic Unturned server, and use the code MrSpaml to get 40% off. Just please, I need to feed Brad. He eats so much. So Unturned on Xbox and PlayStation 4 launched November 12th, so it's been about a month, and since then a lot has changed. On the very first day of launch, when I went to check the player count, this is only on PlayStation 4 by the way, I don't have an Xbox One as well, there was about 6 or 7 pages of servers, and it seemed to be pretty active. You know, some of these servers were getting more than 20 players, some of them were even full, so it was doing quite well. And obviously when you played it, there's a few V-syncing issues, so there was a bit of tearing, but the frame rate was about what you'd expect, and you know, it did the trick. Obviously there was a lot of hype for Unturned to launch, and there was a lot of interest in all the videos that I did covering it. We spoke about it for a good few months, made a lot of content to do with it, and it was good to see that it had a lot of active players despite the price tag, which is a real shame, but we'll get a bit more into that later on. It did pretty well. Even the trailer did pretty well, despite people not really liking it too much. I mean, it seems like people out of the Unturned community enjoyed the trailer more. Obviously, some of these people have never played Unturned, and as a first interaction, it's not too bad. I guess it's not as bad if you don't know what the game's really like. But even then, I don't know how many views it's on exactly. It'll be on screen now.
The Xbox One was on 100,000. So
100k?
that's doing quite well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's more than I expected.
It's on Xbox's channels, so that does help. But still, it's doing decent, and the like to dislike ratio isn't terrible. It certainly isn't Call of Duty. So overall, the launch did go pretty well. Things were smooth, and I think everyone was happy with it until the dreadful day. Boom, 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 boom. On Thanksgiving, I believe, for you Americans, there was a update that came out, and I heard that a lot of people on PS4 specifically started suffering from really bad frames, like 15 FPS,
That's
think. That's
cinematic, bro. Nice.
That is definitely not cinematic. Normally consoles run at 30, so people are used to the bad frames, but 15 is unplayable.
That is
so
disgusting. And I saw a video about this. I'll put a link to it down below. And the performance in this video is horrible. It's probably less than 15, to be honest. It's a slideshow, basically.
And it's not just him. The comments seem to agree with
yes,
the guys.
There's a comment from 4 days ago, which still brings it up. So I'm pretty sure it's still not been fixed. If you play it on console, comment down below what's the performance like. Obviously, some of you have PlayStation 4 Pros or Xbox One X's, and I'm pretty sure it's not freaking out on those, or you'd hope not. And apparently, it doesn't affect the Xbox One. But I really doubt that. I mean, if Unturned on PlayStation broke, why wouldn't Unturned on Xbox break? I don't know. Comment down below. Now, looking at the current players on Unturned on PlayStation, I got my brother to take a few screenshots of the current players. This is a very bad time, especially for the Eastern Americans, but these are European servers mostly. And as you can see, there are very few people on. I think there were like 20 on Eastern American, and then there were maybe like 30, 40 on European ones. And there's only one server page for both of them, which is considering the amount of hype this game had and how much money was probably put into it.
I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that it's a bad time. Obviously, we're recording this now on a school day, and it's pretty early in the morning. So I'm a side with Unturned on this one and say that it's a bad time. And a lot of people do play single player. But yeah, obviously it's a paid game as well, which isn't going to get as many players as this Unturned does. Speaking of this Unturned, right now there is 20,000 people playing. So obviously compared to Xbox, that's going to be a lot less. Sadly, there isn't any websites for getting the actual stats from consoles. So we've kind of just made do with the server list and like guessing, but it definitely isn't 20,000.
No, the Unturned on PC, as far as player count goes, absolutely crushes console. A lot of this is because of the price. Yeah, but even then, I mean, I thought there'd be more people online. I get that it's a bad time. People are at school, and it's just a terrible time for the Eastern Americans. But still, Unturned has plenty of players on right now. I mean, we're on right now, Brad, so other people clearly are. And 20,000 is nothing to joke at.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually one of the 24-hour peak was 20,000 and something, I think. So it pretty much stays at 20,000 constantly. So who knows?
And just going on the server listings of current Unturned, it's on screen now. I mean, look at this. This just goes on for days. There's page after page after page of very full servers. So clearly, just with pure player count, Unturned is doing way better than Unturned on consoles.
I mean, a lot of people, when we did that giveaway, joined the Discord. And yeah, so I have a feeling that a lot of people really want to play the game, but the price is just putting them off. I can understand why they made it paid, but yeah, 25 is half of Cyberpunk.
That brings us nicely onto the final point. What is next for Unturned on console? Did it really fail? We'll summarize it all. Oh no, come back, bro. Come on. Are you that sad about Unturned?
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me, but personally, I think that they should change the entire model with the pricing. I think they should make it free and make the skins... I think it has to be free. I think that they should give all the people who actually bought it a bunch of in-game bonuses or really nice skins, maybe new skins that they create.
Or have a gold. I don't know how console works, but if they did a gold, it might work. But you can only like play on servers. Okay, maybe this is a bit pay to win, but if I were to do it, I'd probably do free, and then you can only play on servers if you have gold or something. That would encourage most people to buy.
I don't know. It's just they need more players, and obviously with a game like Unturned, you need players to actually be able to sell any skins. You can't really have one without the other. And having a £20 price tag or a $25 price tag for a game that's free to play puts a lot of people off. And people will get it for Christmas presents and stuff, I'm sure. So maybe the players will spike up as we get closer to Christmas. It's really hard to say.
I don't think it's doing terribly. I think they have made a profit. But I feel like they could lower the price, get more mass in there, you know, because Unturned's never been on console before. It's a very open market.
To give you an idea of just how bad the performance is, Cyberpunk, which was in development for absolutely ages and released on Xbox and PlayStation 4 literally yesterday, people are going crazy about the performance on that. And I'd argue it runs better on base consoles than Unturned, which is just stupid. I mean, if better in general. I mean, surely they can hit 60. I don't know. They should cut back on the visual flair. I would prefer having no shadows in 60 than shadows in 30, you know what I mean? It's just the performance needs to be improved. They need to change things around. So Brad, did Unturned fail?
Yes.
What? Whoa.
No, I'm joking. It didn't. I honestly don't think it did.
I can see where you're coming from. It depends what you really class as a success. It has a lot more growing room. That's a polite way to put it. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, when you messing up, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.